is the Calvin and Hobbes Portable Compendium by Bill Watterson. It is the first of 7 sets that will be coming out. This one came out or was published in August of 2023. It's set number 1 with books 1 and 2. And the cover is vertical, but the books are actually horizontal. The books are roughly 6 inches by 9 inches, so very easy to manipulate. They're roughly about half a pound each. Very easy to flip through, to manipulate, to take anywhere you want. These are the very first 2 books, so they include comics from November 1985 to March 1987. So they include the very first comic where Calvin traps Hobbes, and you see comic strips where Calvin interacts with his parents, where he's confronting his teachers. There are colorful comics as well. These ones are a little bit smaller than the black and white comics, but the size, it's still perfect. It's still easy to read. So I'm not very concerned that the color comics are a little bit smaller than the black and white comic strips. It's still very easy to read. And the very last comic strip is kind of a philosophical one, where Calvin is wondering about what happened about birth and death. It's kind of a moving comic strip. That is the very last one on the second one. You get about 500 comics. Each book is about 140 pages, so 280 pages of comics. And you get, Calvin interacting with Susie Durkins, Calvin interacting with where's the one with the babysitter? I like the ones where he's interacting with the babysitter, with his teachers, his overactive imagination in the classroom. Of course, Calvin against the babysitter, Rosaline. Those are my favorite ones. I think my first ever comic book was Calvin Babysat. The Revenge of the Babysat. That's what it was. Anyway, I would say these are for everyone, but I'm going to give it to a kid because these Calvin tends to have very high vocabulary sometimes, especially when he's confronting his bully and he wants to stump him. And there are some adult topics, yes. So I wouldn't leave it around, just lying around in my classroom. Although I wouldn't have a problem with book number 2. It's just book number 1. They do mention all technology, like VCRs. They can be at times a bit political, but most of them are just funny. So it's a great get well gift. It's a great comfort read. And like I said, they're not heavy. They're very easy to flip through, to take anywhere. And if anything happened to them, well, they're paperback and on sale. They're around each set. For example, this set, the first one, is about $13 online, including taxes. And that's because the second one has already come out. So if you get them brand new, like right after they're published, they're around $20 in the USA. So $20 brand new, but now that the second set has been published, the first one is around $13 on sale. So if you get them on sale, you're going to save a lot of money. And there will be 7 sets in the end. So not bad to get all of Calvin and Hobbes comics, little by little over the years. I think the last set will be published in 2026. So if you get them little by little, you'll have all of them in a very Nice and comfortable addition to manipulate and keep. Have fun.